said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Aztecs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. So Michigan's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Aztecs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Buys a little extra time. Going for a big play right off the bat. Brings it down on the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run the sneak for it. just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
He's loose. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. It's caught downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just...
There he goes! Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the give. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Aztecs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverine. He got loose and it was lights out after that. A long run from the running back. Not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys to get their own.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, in the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Paul, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control?
Makes the grab past the marker. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The snap sets up the throw. On the run, still looking. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal.
Touchdown, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time on target. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line is full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Pump? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Addison. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Going to swing it on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their team.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go right back to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively. And
he's got some space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. At the 45 on his way. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Gets rid of it. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes for the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. They give it to him again. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aztecs! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
Pucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, San Diego State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, adds the lead for his team. You still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. They're looking to throw on second and short. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the... Still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Running into the open space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Aztecs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The give from the gun. Sweet cut there. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Isaac. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab at the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Rushes on him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.